All right, we're back with Nanteleod's Legacy. We begin our march after the muster. Before we dive in, gonna quickly pass it over to the players to introduce themselves. And while you're at it, since it was U.S. Thanksgiving, why don't you tell me what your favorite food is for either Thanksgiving or if you don't celebrate because you don't live in the States or for other reasons. Just tell me what your favorite food is in general. At some kind of formal function, like at a holiday of some kind. And I'll pass it to you, Yampa.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Yamba playing Saroon. There's no better Thanksgiving food than Puerto Rican Thanksgiving food or Puerto Rican holiday food overall, bro. We got pernil, we got pastel, we got everything under the sun, and it's better than all of y'all, so I can assure that.
It's fair. You can take pride for me. No, I'm just kidding. And and love Puerto Rico. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Or heritage, I think, is a feat that's in book or passion in Book of Cyrus. Rhaegar.
Hey guys, Wergar playing Cercalis. Favorite food? It'd have to be steak. Like I have like a good rare steak. I'm like the mafia when it comes to steaks because that thing better be good. If it ain't good, we got a problem. We got a problem here. Somebody may get shot if my steak is medium. I'm just that's just how it is.
You heard it here, folks. So either make sure Collis has the right steak, or
things will happen.
Don't cook it for him. That's another option. You just alleviate. Yeah. Same with the mob. You know, don't be in contact with them if you don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Drax.
Yeah, Drax playing Serene. Favorite like seasonal festive food would be the typical turkey stuff. I love poultry in general, but overall, my favorite food is actually almost any type of seafood. Yeah.
Gotcha. And Trent.
I think I'm going to go just by default. My dad makes a trifle every Christmas, and it's a particularly tasty trifle, so it's tradition, and we don't have many traditions, so we'll go with trifle.
Trifle. Nice. Very good, very good. We did pretty standard. My mom had lots of great food. I'm not sure that great food was her Thanksgiving stuff. She was Italian. Her Italian food was great. So for Thanksgiving food, though, I'm going to say like stuffing. I used to hate it, but I love stuffing now, like a good stuffing now. And for food in general, my mom's lasagna is fantastic.
Oh, you can't go wrong with lasagna.
Yeah. I never haven't had it. I'm too lazy to make that. Like I'll make some of my mom's like Sicilian recipes. Lasagna is just a pain in the ass, so it's just like way too much effort.
The envy that you get, like true Italian lasagna. Yeah,
it was good. Oh. All right, let's dive in, folks. So we're gonna pick up with everyone minus Rune. So Collis, Rain, Gwydir. The setting is Glevum, and we're gonna pick up in the middle of things as you're preparing to march. Just to set the scene about what y'all are doing, why don't we have Wergar and Trent roll me a D100 each?
29.
20.
Nice.
Wow. Lower third.
Okay. As you are departing or getting ready to depart, you see Sir Justin. He rides up to Rune. Oh wait, Rune's not here. Sorry, I forgot about that. I think he rides up looking for Rune. That would make more sense then.
Cool.
Yeah. Rune and Elaine are noticeably absent, guys.
Interesting. Locke
is beside you. Derek's here. All the other big names are here. You've got Sierra Viz is present. Lady Helly is but not as part of the muster. She's here like overseeing it. Or hosting it rather. Leo de Grants is here. And then there are Sir Sanam is here. Sir Idar of Lambor is here. And that's kind of good enough for now.
Is Sir Diggett here?
Yes.
Okay.
Your favorite friend, Sir Diggett, is present. Your best kin. Best kin.
Yes.
Yeah.
See how that turns out.
But Justin rides in and he kind of looks about at everyone. He says, he raises a brow. Where's Rune?
Well, I'm not super sure exactly. I suppose he's been sent off on some important mission by the High King, but I could pass a message on if you like, Sir Justin. What do we owe the pleasure?
I was just going to let him know not to look for me at the battles, wherever we march. I've been assigned elsewhere.
Why would he be looking for you in the battles?
Well, we fought together against a troll.
Oh. Did you?
Oh,
Which troll?
right. You were taken by the Saxons. I forget that.
I was infiltrating.
Yes, of course.
I remember hearing of that.
You fought a troll. Sir Rune fought a troll.
He did. Along with Justin.
And many others.
I see. And so where will you be if you're not fighting in the battle then, Sir Justin? Back in Timber Lake, I suppose.
No. I've been assigned amongst a few other knights to head south into Summerland. The king has a manor, demesne that he holds there, a place known as St. George.
St. George. Isn't that where Lucian has gone? Is he sending everybody that we don't like to Summerland for some reason?
Are you saying Summerland for Lucius, or are you saying St. George for Lucius? I don't think you know the St. George part for Lucius, but you do know that Lucius is down in Summerland.
Yeah. He doesn't.
And apparently you don't care.
That's right.
I was not aware.
But the other part, you could clearly state that he was down in Summerland.
Yeah. Don't we have a war going on? Oh, I suppose there is some matter of the court. Well, whatever, Justin. Have a great time. I'll pass it on to Sir Rune.
Yes, I'm to meet Lucius there. Lucius Julius Julianus. He was one of your. He was a knight of.
I know who he is. He was my squire.
Oh right. It sounds like they expect Cornwall to make some grounds and then make some advancements north.
Well, that makes sense. Considering they let me beat their... Summerland had a sword fighting competition, Justin. It was all of the famous... They had to invite people all the way from the continent just to put up a challenge, and I still won. You know, I'm the best swordsman in Summerland. I'm not even there.
I see. I haven't heard too much there other than lots of strange oddities, and apparently they're lousy with babies.
Oh, that much is true for sure. I heard that as well. I don't remember where, but definitely true. That's all I remember, really.
By the way, just so you guys are aware, like last year, Summerlin's border was like here.
Yeah.
Having a great time.
Right. Yeah.
It's a lot of ground in 1 year.
That
So.
is. Yeah.
I'm sure
Well then,
it'll be fun.
and good luck, and expect to see all of you at Christmas Court.
Well, that's a very optimistic suggestion and very kind of you, but I imagine that at least one of us will be dead.
Well, that's rather dark.
I suppose
Oh,
the
not at all.
odds do state such.
Wars
Save
being
the
war
rails.
and all that.
Best of luck against the Saxons. Give them hell.
Thank you. Enjoy the weird people, and if there's a giant named Fane down there and he wants to play bowling with you, I'd recommend not doing so.
Thank you. Any other recommendations, since you have experience there?
Selkies are quite nice.
I see. It's like telling him the tooth fairy's nice. Oh, nod.
Yeah.
All right. We shall continue with that. You are called, all three of you, despite Gwydir's concerns with how Nanteleod will treat him. You find out that you are assigned, at least for this portion of the march, to Nanteleod's honor guard.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
The suggestion of Collis being assigned to honor guard would suggest that, at least where they're marching now, they don't expect immediate conflict. Because you're not being assigned into
leadership positions or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Makes
Seems
sense.
to be a little bit more of a political march at this point. All right. You know what? You're marching as an army, so yeah, we can still do it. The intent is to make it to Clarence next, the city of Clarence.
All right.
Which is not very far away. We will get Drax. Why don't you roll a d10 for me, please?
All right. 6.
Okay. And then you all arrive in Clarence without any challenge, any conflict. When you arrive there, Sir Kalen's opens the gates, and you see that he has his armies readied. Since he's now an official ally of Nanteleod, strengthening Nanteleod's forces even farther. You'll continue to march on to Wanborough as your next target, or as your next place of marching. Anything anyone wants to do along the way here? I just want to make sure I'm not skimming over this stuff too much for you.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that Rain would be doing would be trying to give instruction to a squire, since it's a fresh squire. And then, of course, doing the typical forester stuff.
Okay. What is your squire's name again? Leontis, right?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then, do we have a new squire for Collis yet? Or do you have?
Yes, I have 2 squires. Evan and Tremerick.
Understood. Ooh, a second Tremerick. Man, these names are going to be on repeat. We're going to have to start giving people apps. App father's name. Yeah, I have to set that up. Yeah, right? Rune's missing his. All right. Missing yours, Rune, as in you need a new one?
Yeah, like my last two got
They just
knighted.
got knighted. Yeah.
Okay. Sir Cavill, the Henry.
Yes, it's gotta happen. It's gotta. Oh man.
Sir Cavill, fully random. Ooh, let's see where your squire's from. It'd be fun. Saxon Shore.
Okay.
Huntland. Oh, look at that. Sir Cavill is from the now occupied Huntland. So now part of the Angles.
Huh.
He's over here on the map. This is Huntland's. I think Royston is Huntland, if I remember correctly.
I see.
Yeah. Okay, continuing on. Hold on, let me just. I hear my cat going nuts here. One second.
Oh man. Oh, that's right about Leontis. I knew he had a tie to Leo de Grants.
Yeah.
A future son-in-law. Yeah. So I should probably try to keep him alive.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, gang. So we will continue on the march then. Sir Kivins will. No, he won't. Never mind. I keep forgetting that Rune's not present for this. All right, you will stay the night in Clarence because you're marching an army. It's not really a rush multiple times. I think it's like a 5 or 6 hour march between the two. So, after a night in Clarence, you set out for Wanborough in the county of Gentian, an unwalled town. Give me... Wergar, give me a D10 this time.
All right.
Okay.
7.
All good. No curveballs. So you'll ride through the forest on your way to Wanborough. This is kind of the forest that would lead up into Warensis and Rydikin, which is now kind of consumed by the Forest Sauvage. So, why didn't that stick? It makes me wonder if I'm going to miss something. There you go. So, as you kind of make your way towards Wanborough, and you're passing the Gentian, you've never really been this far east as part of this plot. So why don't we do some general... I'll let you guys decide. You can make a folklore test or a battle test to kind of... Or an intrigue test to know something about Gentian coming into this.
How do you know?
I'll get intrigue. Why not?
I'm gonna go ahead and just try folklore just because. I'd never
Yeah,
rolled it before.
we'll split it up.
Yeah.
Once more, Gwydir does not give a shit about the intrigue. He's just like singing to himself, off to war.
Yeah. You know that Gentian's major sort of civilization is not actually on the east to west road. It's further south, a place called Marlborough. So Marlborough was conquered a few years ago. I'm telling Collis, but I'm guessing he had someone show up at the door. We will continue. We'll continue on. I can give him that info. That'll become common talk. We'll give him the tick on it, but we'll say that one of the other knights mentions that that Marlborough is currently occupied by Salisbury.
Interesting.
All right. And as you ride into Wanborough, you can see that another army meets you, albeit quite small, especially in comparison to what you have. You can make heraldry rolls.
Heraldry. Ah, my strength.
Mine too.
Ah, so close. It's alright, getting all my failure rolls out of the way.
You know you've seen these banners, but you can't really identify from where.
Who's with us? Who else is might know?
Collis
I'll just
can
ask
make
him,
a heraldry roll because he's back.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. I smelled something burning, and I was like, "Oh, let me make a quick check."
That's
Yeah,
fair.
a quick little.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We're just
Okay.
oblivious today.
Yeah, so I think I noted that on your way here, your battle test, you were able to recall that the sort of main castle and city center of Gentian, the county you're riding into, is a place called Marlborough, and it's not really on the east to west road. It's south of it. Marlborough, a couple of years ago, was conquered by Salisbury.
Okay.
It's something that wouldn't happen if there was a king, right? But in times of anarchy, might makes right. So,
Hell yeah.
you as you ride into Wanborough, Collis, just like the other two, you see a small army. It's a notable force, but nothing compared to what you're marching in. And they seem to be they have their banners high, and they're in Wanborough, occupying Wanborough right now. You don't recognize the banners. None of you do. What did you want to do at Trent? I think you had an idea for how you wanted to play this out.
Oh yeah, I was just going to ask around for the rest of the people, like maybe Stewart or whatever. What's the guy's name? Starts with a C. We've got other people. Like we're with the king right now, right? So there'll be people nearby who.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. Hold on.
Pendragon, you mean?
Yes. No.
Kedrick?
Sure, him.
Kedrick?
Kedrick.
Yeah. Cedric?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. So Kedrick, he nods and says, banners of Salisbury and Gentian.
Ah. Cool. That's fun. Salisbury and Gentian. So we have quite the little force going on. Are they marching with us then?
That is yet to be determined.
I see,
And-
I see.
And with that, on that note, we're going to cut over to Rune. Rune, you are riding back north to Wanborough. You have a lady who you are accompanying. One Why don't you give me a heraldry roll? Okay. Her heraldry, which was not as present to you, she has a couple of household knights with her. That's why you'd recognize the banners. It's very notable heraldry, and you just can't seem to place it. Like you're like, I know I've seen that in more than once, and you just can't seem to place where that heraldry is from. She's a woman in her 40s, probably late 40s at this point. Just starting, beautiful, but just starting to show like the passage of time. Blonde hair, and she rides with like a lot of like dignity and grace. Definitely highborn for certain, probably rather wealthy. But she's like polite and friendly. Is there anything you want to say? I just wanted to give you an opportunity to, if you're mingling with her, you would know her in the hours riding up north.
I kind of wanted to boast, but Rune is famously modest, so there's no point in doing that.
What are you boasting on behalf of?
I think it would be more like not boasting or trying to. I don't know how to say it, but more like hinting at basically a horde, the horde of King Nanteleod, but not in a way that's like boastful. Like you'll see the might of Escavalon, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that can be a loyalty lord kind of thing more so. You can be, I guess that is proud, isn't it? A little bit, but it's not proud personal kind of pride. It's more like proud. It's like nationalism almost, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Just don't like it's like it'll be something like, your young lord is wise to try and have talks with my high king. And I'm sure that you'll see why that is so soon enough, kind of thing,
And so she'll say, "Do you know him well, Sir Rune?"
I've bled for him in many campaigns in my young age. He'll say, chuckling, as he doesn't look young at all.
She smiles. Many men bleed for many kings. Is he one worthy of bleeding for?
I know of one or two of my fellow knights that can make this a more grandiose speech, but yes, I'd say so.
Very well. Does he have plans for, well, a king without a queen is hardly a good plan.
I'm going to look at her with a raised brow.
Yeah, do you want to do an
yeah,
intrigue?
I do.
Okay.
I do want to do an intrigue.
Give me an intrigue. Ooh. Hi. You get the impression she's like she's not asking for herself.
Fair enough.
She's doing some scheming here.
Yeah, Rune will look at her with a raised brow. And he'll smile, not knowing what to do with that information just yet. And he'll say, I'm not sure if my king is amenable to those sorts of arrangements, but a lady of such of your stature, I'm sure that you can wriggle it out of him.
I look forward to the opportunity. All right. Gonna kind of keep it there. Anything else you want to talk about, Rune, before we move on to? We're gonna skip to the others entering Marlborough or Wanborough, rather. One of the boroughs.
No, I'm good for now.
Okay. You all enter Wanborough. It is an unwalled town. By unwalled, probably during Anarchy, they've put up some kind of walls. Just because things are so chaotic, these would be walls that would be easily dismantled by an invading force. Though these are not. We're not talking stone walls here. Actually, you wouldn't enter Wanborough. You'd be met at the gate by the opposing army, and you see them send forward like a parley. I don't know what you call that. A group that would go forward to parley with the others. They send forward one of those. You of course are all in Nanteleod's honor guard, and Nanteleod will send. Nanteleod sends Cerdic and the three of you forward. Rain's favorite. Oh, hold on. We're gonna spice it up even more. The three of you, Cerdic and Digit.
Dig it!
Yeah.
So can you?
Yeah.
I'll be go, fuck you, Rain.
I sense blood in the air soon.
Hey, I'll duel him again if you want.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think that's going to be necessary. Saxons will do it for us.
All right. So you all make it to the parley. Anything you want to do as you're approaching?
We chill.
I think Rain's just going to try to bear the company.
Yeah. Gwydir and Collis, give me an intrigue roll to see how unhappy Rain is right now.
That's fair.
Intrigue. Here we go. 18. I passed. See, I do pay attention to my friends.
Not the one that I want. This one.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys both notice it. Rain looks unhappy, specifically with the company. It's hard to tell exactly what. I think Collis would have a little bit more insight on Digit. I don't know if Gwydir has any insider knowledge on Rain's beef with Cerdic or Digit.
Mm-hmm.
If you do, you can play on it, but I don't recall you.
I don't think the character does now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That should be fine. Yeah, he will say, what's going on with all this then? You seem a little worried, my friend. It's just a meeting. It's not even interesting.
Perhaps a little on edge. For some reason, I'm not certain.
Is it these two? What's going on with all this then?
He just kind of looks over. He doesn't comment.
Well, suit yourself. You don't really... As long as it's not going to get in the way of our victory ahead, you'll fight with your head on straight, won't you? At least until one of them takes it off.
And that's fair, and of course.
Good. Well, if you need anything, I mean, I don't know. I suppose you can speak to me about it if you need to.
Thank you. I appreciate the offer. Perhaps I'll
Good.
take you up for it in the future.
Good. Do you want to just go for a ride or something while they're all talking instead? Say that we have some important hunting to do, riding somewhere for some reason.
That would be inappropriate, but otherwise, if you
Well,
wish
yes,
on another hunt, that would be welcome in the future. Our last one was quite well.
I know, it was good, wasn't it?
It was.
We
It was
really need to be doing
fantastic. We should get the swords all together and do one next time.
Good idea. I knew you. Yes. That's why they should put you in charge of something that matters.
He is in charge of something.
Not something that matters, though.
I don't know. My current assignment with the fortress rebuilding is pretty
It's in the
important.
middle of nowhere. We're not going to be attacked back there. It's in the middle. Look, I think I'm glad that you've been given something, a challenge, as it were, but, I mean, it's a fortress in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I
You're
still
better
get
than
to-
that, I think.
Well, I appreciate that you think so. I will see that our great king will deem I'm worthy for something better in the future then.
Good. I like it. Well, I suppose we should listen out for the thing. Whatever
I
is happening.
suppose.
Whatever is going on up here.
Funny enough, they announce the herald announces Sir Cerdic of Escavalon and King Nanteleod's honor guard. And you are all kind of motioned forward. The herald from the other group says, Sir Rufus, Seneschal of Sarum. And, yeah, you see a man, clearly dressed in like fine clothing. His personal heraldry seems to be the heraldry of Salisbury. Now that you've been sort of acquainted to after your failed heraldry roll, you realize that the banners match him. So he's probably within the direct family somewhere of Salisbury. He rides forward and says, "Good day." And as Cerdic and him talk, you become immediately sort of aware that who this guy is. He says that he is the holder of Marlborough. And he says, any desire you have to pass further east must be approved, of course, by my Earl, the boy Earl, Robert, and my dear nephew.
Oh, it's your nephew. I'm sorry. I think you go.
Yeah. You guys all know, like, if you wanted to just steamroll over this, you could. Right?
Yep.
But it is a bit of a roadblock depending on where you're going. You still aren't entirely sure where you're going. Sir Cerdic says, Sir Rufus, we heard rumors that Wessex might march on Salisbury. Do you have any updates? And Rufus sort of like proudly says, none that I've heard yet, no. I've heard similar rumors, but they are just hearsay at this point. I expect that I would most certainly see a rider if anything was present. And given it's already spring, it seems unlikely. And Sir Cerdic says, very well. Well, if you're to pause King Nanteleod's advancement further, and he says, advancement where? Cerdic says, if we might ask for your hospitality until we seek an audience with the boy Earl Robert, would that be acceptable? And Rufus nods and he says, of course, it would be improper of me to deny a king with lineage as great as King Nanteleod's. Is it correct that he is the grandson of Vortimer? And Kedrick. Actually, I'll give Gwydir a moment because Gwydir likes to.
Mhm.
He's a hype man for Nanteleod, so it's possible he'll just cut in.
Yeah, I think he will.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll say, "Aye, he's got the blood of the last, well, one of several of the last High Kings in his veins, and moreover, he's worthy of it. Nanteleod is the finest king that this land has ever known and will ever know. It is not for his blood, though it is. He does have the blood, of course, but he will be a great High King because of his worth as a man and as a king. Not just because he inherited some, sanguine liquor from a great man in the past. I want you to pay attention to how good he is, not just think of his lineage."
Yes, of course. He seems very uninterested in what you just said, almost like he stopped paying attention.
Yeah.
And he says, well then, you are welcome in one borough. And with that, Kedrick says the same. And yeah, we'll kind of move forward. The army, starts to move into one borough. I'll give y'all a battle or intrigue roll here at this point.
Rolled intrigue a lot. I'm gonna roll battle.
I'll do intrigue.
Pass.
So Gwydir, you realize that this is more Gentian forces than Salisbury forces present. Seems like the Salisbury forces are but a minor sort of overseeing group or representative here. Collis, like adding to that, you realize that technically this is more Gentian, say like Salisbury only conquered Marlborough, not the entire county. Well, that's like the equivalent of conquering Washington D.C. in the U.S. So it's a significant equivalent. They conquered the capital or the stronghold, but they probably have very little oversight here. And you think that they're probably less or about as unwelcome as you are here. Oh, he left again. Maybe it's burning time.
God damn it! Everything is on fire.
Yeah. I'd be worried too if I kept smelling burning.
Oh yeah,
I've had an apartment fire before, so yeah.
What up?
I love his army buddies.
just starting chaos as usual.
Right? What's up?
I am a nobody, a bastard, and I will make sure that I will create no bastard by my name.
Because I, for better or for worse, whether I like it or not, I am no longer a maiden. I am a knight, and I hold true to that.
You protected more than that. You stood by me when others might have let my mistakes be all I really was. You helped me. You saved me. And I'm sorry I couldn't repay that favor 10 times over.
I find it offensive that they do not consider my father the clear and rightful heir.
All right. We're back. Oh, why are cameras weird now?
Because you don't have your camera on.
Your camera's
yeah.
not on. Yeah.
That's right. All right, just kidding. BRB again. 1 sec.
Gotta do it.
Oh, no. Okay, it came through. It came through. We're back. All right. So, Leroy Jenkins. Okay. Continuing on. As you enter Wanborough, Wergar, I just let you know with your past intrigue, you know that the Salisbury people are probably about as welcome here as you are. Like they're recent occupiers, and they don't hold Wanborough. They technically just hold Marlborough.
Okay.
Which is like holding their major capital. Like they're kind of held by the balls here.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anything you guys want to do for the day while you're in Wanborough?
One bro.
Hmm.
You go.
Oh, I figure Rain is going to kind of wander the settlement with his squire and just kind of take it in because he doesn't really wander around too much outside of his duties. So, and the kid's new and he needs to learn things, and he's going to be an important vassal for King Leodegrance.
Okay. What would you say you're emphasizing for the day?
It's mostly gonna probably, I would have to say it's gonna be info gathering, so it'd be probably intrigue, I suppose.
Okay. Roll a d10, Rain.
All right.
Okay. And then roll 2d100. Okay, an intrigue, please.
And an intrigue. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't pass intrigues.
All right, you find out that just sort of talking around, you find out that your host, Rofus, tends to be a bit prideful, but not too prideful to look past things like prestige or wealth. The person you talk to is like a merchant, a peddler of wares, but a higher wealth one, right? One that would cater to and host like nobles of all kinds, lords and ladies. They suggest to you that if you really wish the army to march forward with their blessing, that you might be able to buy such a thing rather than wait for the Earl.
Okay. That's interesting. Rain would, of course, thank the merchant for the insight
Mhm.
and wish him the best in the future.
Their name is, let's give you a random person. Okay, Lady Olowyn. Or not Lady, Olowyn. Yeah.
Okay.
Totally different.
Yeah. Olowyn of Jinshin. So, of Wanborough, actually. So,
Okay. Thank you.
it is a lady, but they're female, but not a lady,
Yeah.
not noble.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, I understood.
Okay. We'll go to Collis. What do you want to do with your downtime for the day?
Let's see. What do I need to do? I never got to talk to Pyro, that tutor for Orate.
Oh, that's happening in the background. Like that is going to happen. Like you'll.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you're basically you've now entered this new town. This town really isn't big enough for the whole Nanteleod's muster. So a lot of people are camping. The camps are being set up outside of the town.
Okay. Are they is someone like directing the people, or are they just kind of, oh, I'm tired, I'm just going to throw my stuff down right here?
Yeah, they're being organized by like whatever the muster sort of organization is. So it's more like again, I said it's more like a political march right now. But yeah, people are being organized for where to go, but it's a little chaotic inside the town proper.
Okay. And it's more of like the higher ranking people inside the town that are sort of like finding accommodations, I'm guessing.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
Of
which, yeah. You want to prioritize that? You can absolutely do that.
Yeah, like try and help them sort of figure things out.
Yeah. My default would say stewardship. What's your stewardship score? Low?
2.
Okay. Why don't you roll battle, and then I'll give you a bonus to stewardship because of the battle. Okay. All right. I will give you a +5 to stewardship.
It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a little chaotic. It's not to your liking. In fact, you're kind of frustrated with how disorganized this is. You feel like you could do a lot better than this, but that's kind of what you're left with. Yeah. Roll a d10. Let's see if there's any curveballs in this.
Yeah, where's Kedrick in all this?
1. Okay. Roll 2d100. Okay. As you're looking around for accommodations and stuff, you knock on this door and no one answers, but it's like slightly opened. And the door opens a little bit more on your knock. So you didn't know it was like open, but when you go to knock, it sort of swings open on its own accord a bit. It's rather give me an awareness test.
Awareness.
Oh.
Yeah.
First of the night.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. You don't hear anything.
Even if he calls out, hello? He'll just sort of push the door open more and take a step inside.
You push the door. It's kind of dark, like the windows are shuttered or whatever, and you push the door open. You go to step inside, and you feel like a crunch as your boot lands on the ground. There's like something that it makes this weird crackling, crunching sound as you step on something.
I'll look down. Is it like broken pottery or something?
No, it's a hand. You see Decay. Decay dressed in a dress. It seems that someone is lying dead here on the floor. Probably been here. And kind of as you step in, like that fumble was actually a smell test. So, not a great smell.
Carlos will start coughing. What? And then he'll sort of stumble back out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that's your side. You can do with it what you will, but that's what happens to while you're here. Then we go to Gwydir.
Indeed. I think, where are we? In the middle of the forest savage. Let's go hunting. No, maybe actually. Maybe he will,
That's
You know
how
what?
Gwydir
Let's-
misses the Saxon fight.
Right?
yeah.
Gets lost in the forest savage.
Yeah, exactly. Reckless. Pretty good. I mean, I'll roll against prudent and just see if I happen to get no.
Chance.
Yeah, I think he's been hearing a lot about this forest savage the whole time. He's been increasing his knowledge of the elves, and last time he spoke to the black dog, he was saying that he was going to organize some him to marry a princess of the forest savage and create an alliance or some sort of nonsense. I think that's kind of caught his attention, and he's considering I've failed like 4 intrigue rolls in a row. I don't think he really gives a shit about what else is going on. He doesn't even know who they're fighting at this point, and I think he's kind of happy with just waiting around. Except that I think he's going to go investigate the Fae situation around the area. Talk to some maybe some locals or some druids or whatever. Because he's also had that experience recently of, having a religious revelation in the forest when he was mad with that guy. So I think he's sort of following up on that a little bit and being like, "What's the Fae situation in this part of the world? What are we working with? Any
Okay.
hot elf princesses in my area?"
Make give me a D10 roll to begin with.
7.
7. Okay. Roll me 2d100 and then roll me, I suppose. We'll go with intrigue because it's still gossip.
Okay. Pass intrigue 7792.
This could be fun.
Could be. Could be all sorts of shit.
They tell you a bit like that they actually don't. I think you talk to many people. You end up talking to a druid in the area. His name is. We got too many Maddox.
Fucking Maddox.
Piers. So,
Years.
yeah. He tells you that this part of the forest doesn't seem to have all the same tales. Though it's not without tales, there aren't the same tales as the heart of Forest Sauvage. And he tells you that there is said to be a king of Sauvage.
Well, is there just? And what, pray tell, is this King of Sauvage's name, good Piers?
Well, that's just it. I've heard many
name is the
tales
king?
of the king, but no name. Some say he's elven. Some say he's a monster.
Does he have anything to do with what was the name? The Mud Queen, perhaps related, or some kind of an alabaster, perhaps. These are things heard of.
You speak of Alabaster. Now, Alabaster is not very far from the borders of Gentian.
Yes, of course. I knew that. That's why I said it.
Some say
Is
that
he-
he is a demon, but then again, they say that of Merlin. And having met Merlin, I can tell you that that is very much not the case.
What is Merlin, actually? That's a good point.
What he is the High Druid.
Cool.
He doesn't know beyond that. That's kind of what he says. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Good.
asking about
Good.
origin. He has no idea. He says he assumes he's a man.
Not a demon.
Of course, he's not a demon.
How would you know
Despite-
if he was?
He pauses.
Fucking,
Yeah.
fucking got him.
Yeah. Well, to begin with, those are Christian terms.
Right. Yes. And so is he... I mean, look, if he was a demon, he wouldn't go wild with hordes and fire, would he? He would pretend to be a nice man. That's how they would get to you, see.
That's... Yes, the idea of the deceiver. I'm well aware. Once again, Christian terms.
Indeed. Well, the Christians aren't complete failures, you know that. They do have some value at times. They sing quite well, for one. Although one did accuse me of stealing a finger bone for some reason, and they're very upset about it. I have no idea about it. Could you put a curse on him, perhaps? Some kind of druid power?
Who is this target?
It's Dubricus?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's an archbishop. His name is Dubricus. Now, I don't want you to kill him or anything like that. Just enough to take a little sting out of the whole thing.
Best of luck, Sir Goodyear.
Good. Right, so there's a king here, but nobody knows his name, and he may or may not be a demon like Merlin.
He is not a Merlin, and he is not a demon. They say he's an elf, perhaps.
I see. And does he have a daughter, do you know?
I've heard nothing of a daughter. I have
Shame.
heard he has sons.
Do any of his sons have particularly long hair?
That I cannot say. I've only heard tales of them being children.
No, but... Well, then I'm not interested, obviously. Why didn't you say that to begin with?
He looks confused at where you're even going with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Never mind. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
And I think as Goodyear is moving on, he says, "What an odd night."
Why would he say that? Super normal.
All right, Brune, give me a D10, please. Okay. Give me 2 D100, sir.
Uh-oh.
Fun.
Yeah. The lady asks you a lot of questions, like nonstop. Almost kind of putting you in a position where you find yourself, you know she's digging, you know this is her getting as much info as she possibly can on you, but she's doing it in a way where it's super courteous and it makes it hard for you to be rude back without looking like you're bringing offense to the lady you're escorting. I need a courtesy test. It's going to be contested against her intrigue. Should you fail, I think she learns more about you than you want her to. Oh.
Oh.
All right. What do you think is the one thing that like Rune wouldn't want known about him? Like, what's the one piece of info that he'd rather not have anyone sort of be aware of outside of his local circles?
Not sure. I guess the thing that first comes to mind is, even though he is famously modest, is that he's always wanted to be like his father, maybe go past him, and the only person that has gone past his father at the moment is his cousin. So he holds his cousin at a high esteem, but at the same time, there's that tinge of jealousy that he
Okay, yeah.
can't just
So
fight it.
you're a banneret, but you haven't moved past that to some kind of more significant landholder, like a baron or. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think you're aware. Like, it's not like you're like, oh, I had no idea. You're kind of like you're sleeping at night, one of the nights, and you're like, why did I answer that? And like,
Yeah, it's like,
right? Yeah.
why did I say that?
Bewitched them.
All right.
Nobody married.
You'll arrive in Wanborough the next day. Gwydir, Rain, Collis, as you're kind of preparing about. Is there anything, Rain, you wanted to do with that knowledge about Rofus? Did you want to relay that?
He would just relay it to the rest of the swords. The sword specifically, he would let the swords decide what they wanted to do with it.
Okay,
Brain has no interest with passing that on to Kedrick or Diggit at all.
Okay, so Collis and Gwydir at this point then?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll assume that Cormac's away being a direct sort of guard of Nanteleod right now.
Right.
Gwydir, Collis, why don't you relay that in character, Rain? Just because those were... Yeah.
Well, if you don't wish to wait, I encountered a merchant, woman from Wanborough that suggested that we could speed up our process and continue our campaign with perhaps some funding to this Sir Rofus, if we wanted to not sit here longer waiting for an audience.
How much funding are we speaking here? Because it's only a day or so.
It's more of the character of this Sir Rofus, apparently. He's pliable when it comes to such things, I suppose. No specifics were actually mentioned on an actual price. It's just his reputation, it seems.
He is a seneschal. Probably runs a steep price.
It's fair. I don't necessarily agree with taking that course of action, but it's information I found on my explorations of the town yesterday with my squire.
The king would be happy if we got this whole thing moving a little bit more. It seems like he's trying to take advantage of some secrets that he still possesses, and well, the longer we wait, the more likely it is that all those secrets are not so anymore.
It's fair enough. He might be interested in such information. I'll leave it to you to decide if it's something you wish to pass forward.
We could just take care of it ourselves. Save the king a little bit of trouble, perhaps.
I am certainly not wealthy enough for that myself.
Well, apparently I owe the church a great deal of money, but I think that's all going to blow over, so maybe it's not so much of a problem.
To be fair, I agree. I think it's excessive what they're doing to you. I do not approve.
Thank you.
I do understand that they might feel that they need to levy something on you, but I think it's overly excessive.
Good.
There were more
Well,
than just yourself that was partaking, I suppose.
well, moreover, I didn't steal the damn thing.
I understand that. Not everyone's as reasonable as your fellow swords. So, unfortunately, they feel perhaps threatened by you, I suppose.
Very threatening, to be fair. I'm very strong. I don't know if you've seen me in battle.
You're also
I've been working
rather
on it.
influential. Don't underestimate that.
Well, to the point then, shall we away and get this show on the road, as it were?
It certainly couldn't hurt to see what we could do, I suppose.
I mean, we don't have to pay him. We can just ask. If it's too much, we can throw him into the mud or something.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
You can just bully the man.
I suppose we go speak to the guy.
Yeah, sounds good.
You're muted, Bob.
You make it to Seneschal Rofus then. You're welcomed in. He seems to be holding one of the like main rooms of this place, like one of the main manors inside of this town. He says, right, I remember all of you were in Nanteleod's honor guard yesterday. Please do come in.
Thank you, sir. You have finally furnished abode here. It's good to see. Good to see some people looking after themselves and their guests.
Yes, thank you for your hospitality.
You're most welcome. Please have a seat. My servants had suggested that you wish to discuss something of importance with me.
Anyone else want to take the lead?
I'm fine with letting someone with better speaking skills do it.
Well, Sarkos does not have better speaking skills, but he will still speak nonetheless.
On account of being a bard.
Well, it seems like some information has crossed upon us, and I would like to ask, as Seneschal, I know it is a hard job, and moreover, money, funding, etc., it's very hard to account for every cent. I just want to know, perhaps the wheels of secrecy, bureaucracy, help even, can be greased in order to help our liege continue on his way. And we heard that you, in particular, are quite a man, and when generous people help out, you are very kind to reciprocate.
He leans back a bit, raises his head proudly, and says, yes, of course. I recognize strength amongst those who hold it. And I can see a future king in this Nanteleod, and he is regal. That you know he hasn't even met Nanteleod yet.
Imagine if one were to have the favor of such a king by allowing him to continue unharassed on his way, as it were.
Indeed. These are difficult times, though. Salisbury is threatened by Wessex, as I'm sure you've heard, and we have a strong alliance through marriage, and our Lady Jenna, my niece, and Sir Ufo, the heir of Silchester. It would be improper of me to let a foreign king navigate further east without permission, especially since that would take them into the borders of Silchester.
Of course, and these things can take time, but maybe if we were to prioritize them, as it were, with some certain gifts of kind, then we could all have this little issue resolved quickly, and we can all be on with our lives, or our imminent deaths, as it were, for we should be fighting, it seems.
Yes, fighting. Where is your king's destination? London? Wessex?
It certainly is a destination.
You're not yet aware.
Well, it would be remiss of me to reveal whether I knew or not, but certainly I can reveal that I should not tell you. It is, alas, a matter of tactical importance.
Of course.
the destination is close held, as you can see.
Yes, of course. Well, it would be a very important thing for me to be aware of if I'm to let you pass into our allies' lands. And
Well, I can see how that might be an issue, but I think you'll notice from the gathering forces that we have around us that your ally is most likely to be ours, and thus our enemies are likely to be the same as well. I think the specific destination is probably to both of our benefits best kept secret because, well, when the hammer of Escavalon falls upon our foes, it would be better if they had not yet raised their shield for both of us.
make an orate test on that.
Should I get him with the old loyalty lord?
Yeah, you
Cheat to
can
win.
do it. Yep.
Get 'em.
Cheat to win! Yes!
Yes.
So good at this game.
Would that have failed?
No, that would have passed. My Orate's 18. I don't know how it got to 18. Oh, so close. That would have failed, though.
Yeah. So with that, he nods. I see your wisdom in this. Even so, these are times of war, and I would be taking a big risk with my nephew. You see, he can be rather abrupt, just being a fresh teenage boy now. He has a knight he seems to favor, and this knight is brash and foolish, and I'm afraid that my nephew may one day become much like him. But all of that aside, I will have to face this boy with the news that I allowed an army to pass, and that is a risk I would be taking.
I see. Well, perhaps the risk could be mitigated a little bit with some gifts to your noble earl there. Which, of course, given that you would be helping us out, we would be more than happy to assist with the funding of on account of the impending Saxon invasion and such. And so we would not wish to deprive you of more funds to defend your lands. So perhaps this humble gift of what's an appropriate amount of money to purchase passage. How much
What
do I
would
have?
be inappropriate? Could I do stewardship or something for that?
Oh, there you go.
Do stewardship reign.
All right. I am going to try to impassion with loyalty lord as well.
Let's see it.
I failed.
Oh no, melancholy.
Yeah, that's probably what it's gonna be. It's a 16.
Hold on, let's see.
Yeah.
You know, Yampa's not in the scene. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If Yampa wanted to throw an
I
advantage.
don't have it. I sent it to the people in Summerland.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. There is Lassam Bruja. Let's give him a second, see if that goes.
Oh, he loves it. He has every channel point.
If not, I might have to consider using my yearly reroll for this. This is big.
It's fair. Yeah, and being melancholic right now isn't probably what you want to do given battles.
No, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I'll just go ahead and use my reroll, and then, yeah.
I believe.
It just changes it to a plus.
I believe we shifted it to a reroll, didn't we? Hold on, let me just see.
I thought it was, but
Yeah.
It was a reroll, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm fine with that.
Oh, you mean the yearly
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, no, I don't think we changed that yet. Not for us, at least.
I think there was talk, but I don't know.
I think
There
I
was talk.
announced it, but I don't think I followed through with it. I think I lost track of it and everything. So since I haven't thrown it on anyone else yet, we won't do it yet.
Okay.
It will simply upgrade to a success.
Okay. Let's.
Those are the old rules.
All right, and then just do my stewardship roll in with the bonus. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now I want you to make an intrigue roll +5 as well.
Okay. Intrigue isn't quite as strong as my stewardship.
No. Okay,
Take it
success
down.
nonetheless. So remember, guys, while you're doing these things, you're collecting ticks on your successes here. So I forgot to mention that before. So if you've rolled something today, you can always scroll up and see what your successes were. For Rain, you know that like a passage of an army or something, it would be like 1 librum, 2 librum stewardship. But you're bribing, and that's a little different.
Right.
And he's probably like so putting yourself in these shoes. That's what the intrigue roll's about.
Mm-hmm.
Holding an army to courtesy and hospitality. He's probably going to ask for like 50 librum, or you could probably it'd probably be considered a potential at 50 librum. If you went 100 librum, it'd almost probably be a guarantee.
Right. I'm trying to think how I could pass this on without openly passing it on to everyone, you know?
Well, he's talking to Gwydir. You could always kind of lean over and mention it to Collis if you wanted to mention it to Collis. Like,
Well, I think we know that he's a bit of a stewardship expert. I could just turn to him and ask, right?
I think he was trying to do it secretively.
I'm trying to do it secretly, so we're not giving up any leverage. Yeah.
I think he's letting you know, because I'm guessing that Rain doesn't want to be the negotiator. He just wants to share the insight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Rain would kind of lean over while the Seneschal's busy with Gwydir and whisper to Collis that we're looking at 50 to 100 on the high end for Librum to get this to go. And he kind of looks at Collis to kind of judge like his reaction to that, because I mean, for Sir Rain, that's not even feasible at all. Not even practical for him. So it's
And then so Gwydir's been doing most of the talking. So Gwydir, you can do like an awareness test, but maybe like -5 because you're busy right now.
Is there a way?
Yes. Here's what I'll do. No minus. Sorry, Drax. What's your intention? I like if players.
I was gonna ask if because I passed it on to Collis, if I could kind of ask a question, perhaps about this knight that's tutoring his nephew, to try to distract from Gwydir long enough so the info could get passed.
Okay. Yes.
Would it be courtesy?
I think so. Well, it's veiled under intrigue. So if you do it under courtesy, it'll come off polite, but it'll be up to him on whether or not he notices. Yeah. I think it'll be so if you do, you know what? I'll do it like this. You can do it under courtesy. He gets an intrigue test against you to see if he recognizes that maybe this is for some other reason. You know what I mean?
And if I do it under intrigue, it's straight up just Okay. I won't be impassioned still, so I'd have to try to go on impassion again, right?
No, your passions are going to stick for the round.
Oh, okay. Then I will go ahead and do it straight up intrigue. This is actually interesting. Okay, well, good luck here. Take that.
Okay. That's good, because you're gonna have a you need a 10 or higher to beat this.
And so Sir Rain would ask, politely interrupt, because that's just his courtesy. He does that. And he would ask, it's Rufus, right? That's how you say it.
He says, well, I'm not sure if you've heard of Sir Virgil of Devices, but the man is a bit of a reckless sort. Leads with violence, incredibly abrupt. He's kind enough to me, but he's not the sort that my nephew should be taking advice from. It should honestly come from me, because you pass intrigue there too, you can tell that he's probably upset that he's not the one in his
He got passed
nephew's
over.
heir. Yeah. You're also like, weird that you're here and not this. You know what I mean? It's that sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So Rain's like, just to carry it on, so buying time. He'd be like, is he that capable? And he's trying to do the pride thing, play on the guy's pride.
Capable, I suppose he's a killer on the battlefield as much as many knights are. Well, that happens, Collis. You can tell that Rain's trying to buy you some time to talk to Gwydir if you want.
Yeah, Sir Collis will lean over to Gwydir. Our resident steward has just told me that a potential gift could start at the range of 50 and then go all the way up to 100 Libra if we were to try and bribe him. However, both you and I understand we don't want to pay that. So, we could try to pay in an installment by him, one, getting us a guarantee that he will take the issue into very more consideration. And then once we're on our way, we can then send back the rest. We could try something like that.
We could. I just think it's just money, really. We'll do it. We want to make a good impression, we don't want to be too slick about the whole thing, but maybe we could offer him some kind of a favor or something like that. You have a barony, you could commit some forces to assist him in some kind of a conflict of some kind heading up. Rather than making it all in just money, but what do you think?
Yeah, we could offer him a favor, but nothing of that sort. That's a very considerable favor, and all he's allowing us to do is just keep marching. We could wreck them and not look back. So I think we have the card to play. We don't want to play it, but we still have one nonetheless.
That is true. I don't know if the king would be happy with that, though. He does like to do things relatively peacefully, and he will be our allies or something at some point, so... Alright, well, let's just talk to him and see what we can talk him down to, and then we'll figure the rest out from there.
Yep. Alright.
I shall turn back.
Still talking?
No, I was just
he's still going on to Rain. He's like, so as you see, not a very fit advisor for an earl, but it's hard to deny the boy. His mother is without a father to teach him right. He's growing up in ways that he ought
Sir
not
Carlos
be.
will butt in 50 Libra. I can do that right now.
Yeah, and he like stops dead, and he's like, I see, and this is a notable gift, one I would be hard pressed to deny, especially from the glorious king and his advisors. So perhaps then a knightly agreement is in order, and he'll extend his hand.
However, we have no guarantee.
He kind of pulls his hand back and sort of straightens.
From you, we have no guarantee that our offer will be considerably heard. So that is why you will get 30 Libra until we know the issue is in official channels, and then the 20 will be given once we are starting to depart.
He says, you don't trust me then?
Do you trust me? With a host at our back?
It's not
Fair
a matter of trust, my friend. It's just a matter of capability. I don't know who you are. I believe in you, and I do trust that you're going to give it your best effort, but I don't know your Earl. I don't know much beyond. Well, I don't really know much of anything, and thus, it's just a matter of guarantee, which it's hard-pressed for you to provide us. But if you have some kind of a way, then by all means present it. But otherwise, I think it's a fair deal.
He listens to Gwydir and then he turns back to Collis. And he says, you drive a hard bargain, Sir Knight, but I'm hard-pressed to do anything but accept. Now, you haven't presented yourself as a baron, right? So he has no way to note that from you, Collis, right? So he's not aware. He's not bringing offense. He just doesn't know you're a baron. So he's referring to you as Sir Knight instead, which is your title without baron. He'll extend his hand to the agreement.
Sir Carlos will stand up and shake his hand, and then snap his fingers on his other hand. Squire!
Do you really?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought you meant snap.
Right,
His fingers.
No.
Okay.
I'm
I'm like,
calling for
holy
my
shit.
squire.
I'm like, okay. Yeah, your squire arrives. Yes, sire.
Yes, can you give me 30 pieces?
Yes, sir. And
You have the
he'll-
money pouch, correct?
Yeah. He'll arrange for it.
Make it 15. I have some just here, and I'll give you 15.
Yes, just 15.
Quiet.
Rand's like,
And
I
then
got 3.
I'll put them together.
Got
Right.
this.
And then I will count them out for him.
Okay.
Man of my word.
Yeah. Okay. This scene goes through. As you guys are.
Gwydir gives him 16 by accident. He doesn't care.
That's great. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, you end up exiting Rofus's, and like upon exiting the estate, you're kind of walking back to Nanteleod's portion of the camp, and you see 2 riders coming in. You see Sir Rune and the lady I described before beside her, Rain, Collis, Gwydir. You can make heraldry rolls. This will be a new scene, so you're not impassioned right now, having exited the building.
Nope.
Oh, so close.
Yes.
Oh, Rain!
I got one.
You
Nice.
take that.
Yeah.
You see the lady bears the heraldry of Sir Brastius, King Uther's last personal guard, captain of the guard. Before that, Duke Orlo's personal guard. Now, probably the most noteworthy, what's the word I'm looking for? Mercenary leader on the island, and he's famous for saying that he would swear no oath to no king until the rightful king was made. Her bearing his heraldry would either mean that she's related or his wife.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I didn't actually catch all those names, so it's gonna be difficult to remember those.
King Uther,
Yeah. Saw that.
his bodyguard. Brastius is the name of the guy.
Okay.
and he was once upon a time part of Cornwall, was part of Logris, until King Idris recently conquered it. The castle of Tintagel used to belong to one of Aurelius Ambrosius's best friend, a man named Gorlo. Used to own Terraville and Tintagel. The story tells that Uther became obsessed, lust-filled over Gorlo's wife Igraine, and waged war against him to claim her hand.
All right.
Sir Brassius once served Gorlo, and upon Gorlo's death, he was made Uther's personal guard, captain of the guard.
All right. And so she's either from the same area or
She's either part of one of Brassius's kin, like his sister or something, or she's Brassius's wife.
okay. Thank you for that.
Mm. Okay. Rune, you see Rain, Collis, and Gwydir walking through the town together.
Through the town or into the tent?
Through the town right now because Nanteleod's within the town. So.
Well, as I feel like Rune would have a little sense of urgency. So he'll go straight to wherever Nanteleod might be, but he will give a pass regard to his brothers as he goes by.
What do
Urgency,
you...
is it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where are you off to so quickly?
To see our king?
Well, I'll come then. I like the king.
Yeah, I don't think
Yes.
you've made anyone strange to that. Well, then help me escort this fine lady here to the king.
Fine lady indeed. And what is your name, please, fine lady?
No time for flirting.
We can flirt on the road.
Jesus.
Yeah. All right. So as you're riding, or as you're walking and she's riding, she'll say, "My name is Lady Violet. It's a
Lady
pleasure to meet you."
A pretty name for a pretty lady, and I must say you've matched your clothing awfully well with your whole thing. Do you know I have a fashion boy? His name is Fashion Boy. He has a name.
He's not very good at his job because you don't remember his name.
You're not very good at your job. We're fighting a war, and you're fighting with ladies.
I
He
mean,
does have a point, cousin.
A war.
he does it all the time.
That is news. Interesting. She says, "Pray tell, where does your king intend to launch his armies? I hear that armies have formed in Essex, and of course, there's the threat of Wessex."
All of the king's foes will fall in time in the correct order as determined only by he. His mind is greater than mine in these matters, and he, quite wisely, keeps these things to himself from prying eyes and ears, because who knows who the Saxon spies are around here. I said
You
something quite witty
remember-
before, and I shall repeat it here. It is best that the hammer of Escavalon falls when the enemy has not yet raised his shield, Lady Violet. A little bit of battle for you there. Some knowledge. It's a night thing.
That may perhaps be too late. And if you knew about Essex and Wessex, then it's likely that they knew about Nanteleod.
No, we were sneaky about it. That's the difference.
I see.
In either
This
case,
is
as
the
we
one I was
are
talking about. Making it really
approaching our
grander.
king soon.
She nods, like, knowingly. Okay, got it.
I'm sure we'll find out sooner rather than later on what the target will be, if he deigns to let you know of such things.
Well then, pleasure to meet you all. Sarun, I believe we have a conversation that we must attend to.
Indeed.
I'm coming.
I mean,
These are
technically,
the sorts of Nanteleod. Sir Gwydir, Sir Rain, Sir Collis.
Ah.
And I'm sure that they will be invited with a tent with us.
Congratulations, Sakalas, on your rise to the rank of Baron. Impressive deed.
Thank you, my lady.
Who told you that?
She smiles.
I'm a banneret, which is basically a baron.
Oh, yes.
Not really.
Really, you watch your tongue.
And Rain just stays quiet.
All right. You make your way to Nanteleod's tent. Nanteleod and Kedrick are here.
I'm going to act as herald here for a second, not for the rest of the knights, but for Lady Violet.
Let's say Derek's here too. I think another king would probably make sense.
Yeah, and I will go like, my lords, High King. This here is Lady Violet. Young Earl of Salisbury wanted to send a diplomatic effort to speak with you in person. I'm afraid Elaine had to stay in those lands. And knowing him and Rune, hearing those rumors that Elaine might be Nanteleod's son, he's going to like study Nanteleod's face when he says that.
I think he has high intrigue. Give me an intrigue test. That is a good one.
Ooh. Get his ass.
Let's see. Yeah, he's matches you. You now match Nanteleod in this number. Oh. You know what? Here's what I'll give you. You fail it, but you already are suspicious of this. So what you can tell is he just puts on a very good poker face. Yep. He says he looks to the lady and says, "And who do we have here?" He says to Sarun, rather.
Oh, this is Lady Violet. She bears a certain banner. I'm not sure which it is. I'm afraid that I didn't quite catch it in my visit.
I'm just saying on Herald on Nanteleod's sheet he has a heraldry of 0.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna try and do heraldry.
Yeah.
See if I remember. No, I don't.
Out of character.
Some important lady that the Earl Robert sent.
Out of character, did I know what the title would be for Brassius?
Yeah, right now he's just a mercenary warlord.
Okay.
You could refer to him as a warlord, Sir Brassius.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Rain would speak up. I believe the heraldry speaks of the warlord Brassius. His line. His house.
Yeah, Brassius is a famous knight at this point. Like, everyone would be aware of that name. He's also a protective knight who's served 2 great lords and both have died and he's lived past them. So you could take your own suspicions with that if you wish. But she'll say, you are correct, Sir Rain, was it? And I am Lady Violet of Salisbury. And though my lord husband is Sir Brassius, he remains a mercenary of this land, and I serve Salisbury, my homeland. Nanteleod nods, but he's definitely suspicious of her. You just see the suspicion ringing out. He's like, and you are here to speak to me for a particular reason? Lady Violet's like, yes, of course. I've been sent here by Earl Robert of Salisbury and his mother, the Countess Ellen. He looks to Sir Rune and raises a brow. Like, her word's not good enough for this.
Well, my king, the young Lord Robert and his knights, an interesting bunch, if I might add, are very curious about your reign, and it seems that they are willing to establish an alliance as long as we raise our swords in their defense.
He takes it in and he nods, and then Kedrick kind of leans in and whispers something to him until he nods and says, I mean, that's the role of a seneschal, right? Like a key advisor to you. He says, and who would Salisbury wish Escavalon to raise their swords against?
It appears that we had to ride here in haste, as Left Comagus, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you nailed it.
Left Comagus was being attacked by a common enemy, the Saxons.
Mm. I can only assume that that would be. You can tell that he's like considering things. So Nanteleod is. He has a high battle. Is you guys have seen that before? His battle is 22. Part of that is knowing roads, because marching armies involves traveling fast. He says, I can only assume it's Wessex. He looks to Lady Violet. She nods. Indeed, King Nanteleod. He looks about and he turns to Kedrick and says, retrieve the maps. Kedrick motions, of course, never doing anything himself, will motion to a couple of his squires who run off to get the king's maps. Nanteleod says, if I'm not mistaken, Lefkomagus is, well, rather north from Wessex. If Cerdic has marched his forces there, he intends to invade Salisbury. Being able to avoid a walled barrier like Duplain would be a smart move, but one I didn't know the Saxon was capable of. There'd be little in the way of them reaching Salisbury, reaching Sarum, and lighting the county in blaze, I'm afraid. Lady Violet looks like pretty solemn, like she's kind of already processed that. What are the conditions, then, of this alliance? As it's well known, we have allied with Clarence and Lambor, who have chosen not to bend the knee to me. It does not surprise me that Salisbury would do the same. But I must know what the intended alliance does bring. And I understand that you were sent here on behalf of Salisbury, milady. But it is my own knight that I wish to hear these words from. What is it that Salisbury wishes?
Well, my king, it appears to me that in my visit, I wish Elaine was here to say his piece. They are afraid of the Cornish, and they are afraid of our movements. They seem stalwart, I'll give them that. but they have to pick one or the other, in my humble opinion.
And it's to your understanding that the Earl wishes an alliance, not to be our subject.
Yes, they indeed look for an alliance, not to bend the knee.
Very well then. Lady, the two of us may meet and discuss Salisbury's conditions. My knights, you are all dismissed. Lady Violet says, one more thing. Before you go, it might be considered... well, matters are rather dire. And if I might plead to you, my king, we'll need your aid and soon. If Levicamagus is... go ahead.
If I may speak up on that matter as well, High King and Lady Violet, and he'll wait for a little nod of assent. You'll be glad to know that the little matter of getting the permission to pass through these lands promptly and unhindered, the good Sir Corlys and I have managed to grease the wheels of, shall we say, logistics somewhat, and we should be able to leave hopefully within the day, or however long it's supposed to take, I don't know.
King Nanteleod nods. Excellent. I did not wish to create troubles with our host here in Gentian. And Lady Violet's like, did a Gentian lord prevent you from continuing?
Oh, you didn't think I was capable of diplomacy, is it, Lady Violet? Not only am I big and handsome, I'm also very smart.
Yes, of course. And might you tell me who you negotiated these matters with?
I might, but I don't think that I shall. I think you're a little too sneaky for my taste, Lady Violet. All too sneaky by half.
Very well. Keep your secrets.
Potatoes!
Okay. All right. So they end up meeting. Cerdic remains, and Nanteleod, and then Lady Violet, and after a while, Lady Violet and Cerdic exit. A herald reaches all of you by the day and says, "We will be preparing for war, and we will be marching to the city of Levicamagus. We leave upon the morrow at sunrise."
Yes! Yes! Gwydir, slaps the herald on the back of the shoulder. Good man!
Okay. Yeah, the herald just looks at you funny because he's...
he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. All right. It is almost 9, folks. I did want to get to the battle at Levicamagus, but shall we park it? It's up to you guys. It probably this isn't a 10-minute thing. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm good all night, so it's up to everyone else.
Rhaegar, you got any? Or you're not supposed to be going out or anything? You're not going to get abducted here?
I'm good to go. If I get abducted, I won't be able to do anything about it. But I am good to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do it too.
Right. Everyone wants to, though? The preference?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We're going to take like a 2-minute. I'm just going to fill up some water and then we'll dive in. So
Awesome.
Yep.
I am a nobody, a bastard, and I will make sure that I will create no bastard by my name.
Because I, for better or for worse, whether I like it or not, I am no longer a maiden. I am a knight, and I hold true to that.
You protected more than that. You stood by me when others might have let my mistakes be all I really was. You helped me. You saved me. And I'm sorry I couldn't repay that favor 10 times over.
I find it offensive that they do not consider my father the clear and rightful heir.
Okay, we are back, and we're gonna move into battle now. As you make your way, hold on, this music isn't working for me. Need to up. Need some combat.
Too
music.
peaceful.
Yeah. I think this is what I'm looking for. Let me just check. Nope. There we go. Okay, so Nanteleod's forces will march to Levkamagus. You make your way to Donington, and then you cross over land to Levkamagus. You meet the road to Levkamagus about halfway. So you go from here. So you guys are here right now. You're gonna march to here, and then cross the terrain here, and then march towards Levkamagus now.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay. As you make your way in, let's go ahead and start with some general battle rolls.
That's about all right.
Woo!
Battle. Come on. Alright, nice.
Rain is certainly not a general.
Me neither. We literally have the same thing. The same level on it. Rune and Rain, meant to be twins, but almost nemesis. Almost.
Yes, for life choices.
Yeah. I'm kind of good with Yesin. I'm kind of still sour about your decision so far, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Okay. You begin to cross into Levkamagus. You see the banners of the Great Red Shield of King Cerdic and the banners of Port. There's many other banners on top of that.
These guys look mean.
They hold Levkamagus, so you'll actually be sieging the town. The good news is, this has no walls, though they've put up terrain to make it complicated to pass through. Especially on horseback, you risk falling off your horse. At the gates means falling on spikes geared at killing cavalrymen, and they've built a terrain that is built up barricades and such that make it very difficult, make cavalry have to narrow in to non-ideal lanes. They aren't looking to make this fair or easy for you all. With that, we're going to use the new system. So let me pull that up. All right. Who wants to roll for Nanteleod's 22?
Oh. Let's go with that. Let's give it to Rain.
Oh, jeez. What are we rolling?
D20 plus 2.
Yeah, D20 plus 2.
Pass?
Yeah. It is. Not as good as that.
Okay. The intensity of the battle at the beginning is low. It's going to be like a 6, so you're going to have opportunities when you make encounter rolls. Speaking of that, the encounter options will only be Wessex or Saxon warriors at this point. We'll determine where they're from as we test. There are a great many here. You know, the one thing about Saxons is they always number greatly, and their common warrior is greater than the Kimri common warrior. Like, your knights are great, but your non-knights are not as skilled. The Saxons fight hard, and their lowest of men are still, and women are actually rather skilled with the basics. So with that in mind, your only option, unless something happens, is Wessex Saxon warrior. Now you all get to declare how you wish to engage. We'll start with anyone that there will be no first charge. Actually, there will be a first charge. You will be the charge will be risky here. It normally is, but it's literally being narrowed into a because of their use of barricades and spikes and pikes. They're ready for cavalrymen here. It's going to be a rough one. So just need to know who wishes to be part of that. I will tempt you with it's an extra 50 glory if you're part of the first charge.
Yes, please.
I'm going with the rest of the swords. Same as last time.
I'm going with the swords.
Okay.
My
Let's see.
loyalty to him's so high, I'd have to. I can't justify it otherwise.
Ooh.
Not call us, though.
Just up to the score.
You might have to overrule that, huh?
Huh.
Close.
Yeah, crit on prudent would mean you're staying, but I didn't demand it
Yeah.
of you. So if you want to switch your ideas, you can.
I think I would see all that, and considering I have high battle, I'd probably try to beseech to my fellow knights. We won't have an advantageous position. A charge right into where, well, we're supposed to go. I would recommend not.
These are our enemies, and we will give them no quarter. Join us, cousin. Let's make a name for ourselves.
I have already made a name for myself.
More than just your county or barony. On the whole isle. Let's make our family name famous.
Ooh. Okay. Give me an R8 roll, please.
I don't got to wait.
No, call it. Well, actually, maybe both of you oppose R8 rolls.
I don't got shit.
Oh, wow.
I think Corliss convinces Gwydir that, of the tactical sense of this. He does have a good battle, and I think he does have tactical sense. I failed my proud, so he's not too proud to change his mind for some reason today. I'll roll reckless and see if I crit, or if I fail. No, just a wrong pass. I think in this case he will be convinced, particularly because Corliss is usually like right there alongside him. So if he's like,
Okay. Take
Range
prudent.
gone.
Whittier.
it's fair.
It's very rare that he does something prudent, so we need to take it when
Yeah,
he does.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
rare that Rain does something reckless and he's going, so.
You're gonna go. You're gonna go in the. Okay, so Rune, are
Yeah.
you going for the first charge?
Yes.
Rain's going for the first charge.
Yep.
Collis is not going in the first charge. He'll remain in. Okay, the options for the first charge are you're either in reserve or you're in charge. There is no middle ground at the beginning. Very first
That's
round
the-
is. Yeah.
And I've got loyalty swords of Nanteleod as well.
You know what?
Well, that changes things.
Rune will like pull out his spear, salute the ones that are staying, and continue riding forwards with the vanguard.
Okay.
All right, I'm coming. I'm only going because you're going. No. I'll prove it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or should I keep it?
Collis, make a D4 roll.
D20.
Your new prudence score is now 11. Your reckless is now 9.
Oh.
Probably a good thing.
Not gonna lie,
one
as
of
a,
you guys
as a
needs to
player,
not die.
it's the right choice to be prudent, but
100%.
Yeah.
Someone might die here.
Rain is not there right now. He's really messed up with all this shit going on with Kedrick and stuff. And even though he said it's not gonna mess with him, it's messing with him.
Rune needs more glory.
One
He needs a
sec.
county. You know what? I think Rune would holler to Collis and say, "If you see my banner, cousin, or my body, do me a favor and retrieve it."
Okay. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I got some ambient siege background going that you guys can't hear. I wish you could, but I can't do that easily. So. Okay. For those riding forward, you will get a roll this round. I guess you technically do in reserved as well. It's just not very likely. You might face some stragglers, some stuff like that. The next thing on the chart, we now all roll on the battle table. Why don't we start with our chargers first? So those who are charging in, all of you may make your battle tests.
I think. You know what? He's been convinced, and he was convinced by his colleague, so I think he's going to go for Swords of Nanteleod. Is this... Sorry, does this apply for the whole round, including his battle roll?
I should have impassion.
Yeah, it would have been a crit for you.
Yeah,
true. If I pass to the part of the fight as well?
Only for the one round, yep.
Yeah. Then I should
Uh-oh.
do this. Ray!
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. At least not a
Yeah.
20. Wait, is that madness?
I don't know. Is it on 17?
Melancholy.
Melancholy, I believe.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Like I said, it's messing with him.
A crit, baby!
What's the penalty on the roll 5?
-5.
Okay. Yep.
You know what, Raiden? I'm gonna throw you a narrative piece here.
Okay.
I think seeing Collis stay behind and knowing that Cormac is to remain with Nanteleod, like trying to call on the Swords of Nanteleod, it just feels, and Lucius not being here, it feels like this isn't, in your mind, you're like, this isn't the swords. We were greater than this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
All right, good time. So 2 failures and a crit. We'll start with the 2
Yeah,
failures. No fumbles. That's good. Okay. Both of you are facing down a warrior in a duel scenario here.
The failures were?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this will be for Rune Elfric. And Rain. Oh, of course you got a gray spear. Cohenhelm. That'll negate your horse advantage.
No.
All right.
Yeah, so he gets +5 still, but the Saxon doesn't get -5.
Yeah, but I'm melancholic, right? So,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Okay. Rune. Are you impassioned?
I have not impassioned, no.
Okay. When you're ready, sir, you may charge against Aelfric here. What I'm going to say is this. The narrowing down will take away your charge bonus. So all you have is your horsemanship bonus.
There's no horsemanship, so that's just straight spear?
+5.
Okay, so it's my straight spear +5?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you got him.
Nice.
And that's horse damage, right?
Yep.
Where is my horse damage? There it is.
All right. And what was his size? His size is 15. Strength. Con is. It's size in con or size in strength for knockdown, or it's just size for knockdown. So it's more than his knockdown. So now we do dex tests. Falls down.
Hey.
Given you were charging in, I'll offer you an extra d6 for trampling damage. Oh yeah, you just kind of like, your horse just like marches right over him. Thematically, you're getting a whole bunch of like swings and gashes, so we're gonna see what your damage is for sort of the what we call collateral damage. We're gonna see what that is at the end. Okay. We move on to Rain, good sir.
Yeah,
Drax.
I believe mine's flat.
Drax is cursed in my game to always roll poorly at moments that matter.
It's
You got this.
Whenever he
You got
tries to be
this.
heroic.
Yeah. So your offset, your bonus offsets your penalty.
Yeah, I'm flat.
Yeah. Good news
Rolling
is he
rain,
only has a
baby.
12.
Yeah, my spear's actually decent, so this could work out.
Rune and Rain. I'm making this work. Fuck you.
Well, he can
Alright.
only a crit. Only a crit might.
Why would you jinx
Come
me like
on!
that?
Rune and Rain! I told you, baby! Rune and Rain!
All right.
Oh. Horse damage, yeah.
Yeah. Give me your horse damage. That's good. And again, similar thing, because you are fighting him, you may trample him.
Okay.
So 23 total. Actually, we gotta make sure he fell down. So
Yeah.
his dex is 9, so it's very likely.
Yeah.
And down he goes. So 23, and what was his size and strength? Oh,
18, 16.
yeah.
Or-
You will face him. He will not be letting you go. He is majorly wounded. So, what's the test on major wound to see if they're unconscious, Squidier? Or
D20 is remaining hit points.
and hit points are con in size, right?
Correct.
Con 17 plus size 18, 35. He has armor of 5. So
17.
18 minus 35, or so 17 left. So he has to roll under a 17.
Correct, yeah. All equal.
Oh, he doesn't. You knock him out. Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. All right.
Rune and Rain! New power couple.
Rain.
Good job, guys. You'll both get. That was a duel, so you're both gonna get 15 glory for that.
Nice.
We're gonna address this. I'm gonna go to the next phase for you just to get it out of the way so we don't forget. Even though I should probably do this for everybody, but kind of selecting counter choice, reduce morale. Hold on. Collateral battle damage. All right. So, Rune, you take this much damage minus your armor and shield. Okay.
Okay.
You have both, right?
Yeah, I was using my spear and my shield, and I have armor. So 19?
Yeah, I'm not sure why I did that, but it is 19, my 16, so 3 damage.
3 damage.
Rain. Oh, wow, I'm rolling shit, so you guys are killing it because I'm rolling shit.
Yeah.
Those are 66 rolls, so you take 1 damage, Rain.
Yeah.
I think Rune is realizing that hating Justin isn't really a big thing.
All right. So you guys managed to fight through. Congrats. Remember your 50 glory for being on the front lines here. Also, you get You get 0 extra glory. I already gave you guys the 10 glory for the duel. Should have been 20 glory because it was a duel. My apologies. So you guys made a total of 70 glory this round, not counting any crits or anything.
Okay.
Okay. Other than
Track
prayer
that because
line,
Bert's
yeah.
not here. So. Okay, that brings us to Gwydir next. You rolled a crit.
Hello. Yes.
All right. Let's see here. You see that there's a place, like they've built a bit of a makeshift palisade, where they are throwing large stones over it and crushing knights as they come through. They're throwing javelins down. You know that it's a makeshift, and if you were to just blow past, we'll assume like without glory or anything, you kind of duck and you manage to get your way through into the inside. You have a perfect opportunity to basically deal with this threat where they have the advantage. Doing so would mean that more of your knights could funnel in faster without dropping dead. We're gonna start with an awareness roll. See if you spy the weak point.
All of us?
Nope, Gwydir. This is a heroic opportunity.
Hey!
Yep.
Yes.
You see it. You see a point where it's tied with twain. Like clearly there's a crack there.
Yeah, right.
They had to build this fast. It does. You notice that? I'll give you this with a crit. They must have had to build this fast. Like they're not as prepared for you as they ought to be.
Got him. Nobody's prepared for me.
Nobody is expecting Nanteleod's swords.
That's right. They might have fought some Salisburyans, whatever. They haven't fought.
Nobody's fought the swords of Nanteleod, baby!
All right,
Good.
Gwydir. Now you can choose to deal with that. You could try with your sword, but the damage would have to be quite high to knock it down. Alternatively, a successful if you were to get off your horse and fight on foot, which would mean probably not starting the next round on the foot or on horse, you could with a simple strength roll, you could pull at it and send it down, collapsing down.
I do hit pretty hard though.
Yep. I won't tell you what your target is.
That's fair. I think he's reckless. Why wouldn't he get off his horse and fight recklessly? I mean, there's lots of sensible reasons for that, but yeah, no, he's a big dumb dummy. I think he's going to get off and rip this shit to pieces.
Okay. Strength roll, sir.
With passion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh!
You needed a 10 or higher to do that. So you grab it and you pull. If you didn't do it in one round, there would have been some stuff happening, right? So if you'd gotten under a 10, but you managed to pull hard enough and you see it come free and just like one side bends a little bit and all of a sudden the bend kind of come tumbling off of it. It's not a huge wall though. It's like 10 feet high, 8 feet high. So they kind of come tumbling down. Most of them aren't clad in a lot of armor. Some wear chainmail, some are padded armor. But you see them start to tumble down onto the ground in various groups. And yeah.
Great root! Here, swords of Nanteleod, for the High King!
Yeah.
Let's
So,
go!
yeah. Gwydir, you will get 150 glory for the round, counting. That counts your 50 from that.
In ring gets to be sad McSad base.
All right. Collis. Actually, hold on. We got to do collateral damage for you. Crit is still damage when you're heavily engaged.
Yeah, makes sense.
1 damage.
Yeah, your damage rolls are really low tonight, Eric, Bob.
Yep. Well,
Hey,
that
don't
was-
jinx it.
That one
Don't
was
jinx it.
that one was 4d6, so he had less
Oh,
damage.
okay.
Yeah, he was crit. He
Knock
rolled
on
crit,
wood.
so-
Knock on wood.
Okay, that brings us to Collis. Collis, you rolled a success. Is that correct? For your battle. Oh wait, did we not? We didn't get you to roll battle yet, did we? Okay, you did now. Perfect. 1. Success, but a low 1. It's still a success. 3 dice of damage coming your way. 6. Not enough to get through your armor for collateral damage. By being present, you simply get 5 glory for the round in reserve. So, now that brings us to the next round. So, in the next round, we start with the armies. Who wants to roll the 1d20 plus 2 for Nanteleod?
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay.
I believe in
You know, why don't we pass it around? It's only fair. Like, everyone's got to roll it once. Yeah.
Yeah.
1d20?
Plus 2. Yeah.
1d20 plus 2.
Okay.
It's better.
Whoa. Despite that, they have certain numbers here. So,
Alright, we're here.
how would everyone like to? Where would you like to position? I think the general rules of this are you can't go. Like if you heavily engage last round, the best you can do is fall to engaged, unless you're on a horse. Then you can ride to reserve. But seeing you're in the wall, I think unless you intend to get out of the wall, you have to stay heavily engaged. So just want to confirm that Rune, Rain, and Gwydir all want to stay heavily engaged.
Yeah, maybe.
I will be heavily engaged. Is there a way to break melancholic while in combat? No.
No, someone can pull you out of it though. One of the
Oh, I
other
just
players can.
wondering.
Yeah. But they risk turning their ire on you, or
Right,
your
yeah.
ire on them.
Yeah, I knew that part of it. I just didn't know if there was a process for it. For in combat.
Could I, since I fumbled on my reckless, could I, like, not like hit him, but like bump my horse into his and like keep him on the charge?
You're trying to keep, like, encourage Rain with you.
Yeah, so it's like we just got past the first defenses. There's more things to go. I mean, I fumbled. He is still like a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing. More like I have had my horse like side swipe him, and I patted him on the back, and then we kept going, kind of thing. Or
Okay. I will ask you this. Do you want to try and pull him out of melancholy? Is that your intention?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So in snap out of it, you risk the possibility that if he beats you in this, he could turn his attention on you. So you bumping his horse, he might take that offensively and just like lash out at you, which could be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But if
so
you-
I think like Rune is like they're writing this. They just got through it. He like his horse. He made him go like sideways and bump into his, and he looked at him and like tapped him on his shoulder. So yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. So this is an opposed roll between you. Rain, you'll be rolling your Swords of Nanteleod -5 again. Rune, what would you like to use in opposition to his roll?
Well, if he's rolling Swords of Nanteleod, I don't want to roll mine.
You could.
I'll roll.
Yeah, you could.
Well,
It is.
sure. I'll roll Swords of Nanteleod as well.
Okay.
Whoop.
Let's see.
Yay! That's something.
No,
Oh
you
no!
Hey.
won't.
Oh wait! Good. All right. I'm like, oh, I saw them in reverse, so I saw Rune
Reverse,
fail, and
yeah.
I'm like, oh, here we go. All right, so yeah, that seems to work, Rain. Like, yeah, seeing your ally beside you, and he sort of encourages you on. You like pull yourself out of the funk, and you get right back in there.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
looks
I-
over to Saroon. He's like, Thank you, brother.
Yeah, I think there has been that disconnect for a while now, and
Yeah, there's
then
been friction.
this happening,
Yeah.
it's like we're in this together.
Yeah,
Let us
you-
go kill our enemies. No mercy.
Okay. Rune and Rain both tick Swords of Nanteleod.
Awesome. Thank you, Yampa.
Of course.
Rotate.
Okay. So Gwydir is on foot. He's given the advantage of height, but he's like in there now, and he's like ready to rock. Are all three of you staying heavily engaged? Collis,
Yes.
you critted prudent, but you are seeing that they're making some success, including one of the risky palisades going down. Do you want to switch to engaged or heavily engaged, or what do you want to?
I will switch to heavily engaged because I guess he was prudent because of getting through the first little barrier, but now that they're through,
They've
he's
carved
like,
away.
"All right,
Yeah,
we can
Yeah.
get into this now."
Yeah.
Is it
it-
possible if I get an opportunity that I can try to free some space for Gwydir to remount if he wants to?
With a potential successful battle roll that leads to either a heroic or an oracle opportunity, I'll say yes in that case. So why don't we start? Why don't we get all four of you to make your battle rolls now that we know you're all heavily engaged?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna roll hate Saxons. See how much I hate them right now.
Yeah, that's good.
I hate-
am too.
I hate them a lot.
Yeah.
Battle.
Cool.
Baby!
Nice.
God damn. He really does not like them.
That's right. Get in there, bud.
And I fumbled my battle. So
Oh no, I just got you out of it.
No, that's his battle.
No,
That's
that
his
was my battle check.
Okay, I was about to say.
No, I just botched my battle, which is about normal for me.
God damn it.
I never see the opportunity to help Gwydir.
Follow
How do
me,
they
Sir
help?
Rain. As you should have so many
That's
years ago.
Uh-huh.
That look right?
Yep. Hey, it's fair. I'm just letting the bloodlust take over. I hate Saxons overwhelm me.
Yeah, you're just not paying attention to the battle. You're just like,
Yeah, I'm
Trying
just
to kill
murdering
Saxons.
whatever I can.
Yeah. All right. Fumbles are never fun. You find yourself like you start to move in against, like, you see a bunch of Saxons in front of you. You ride in, you just start swinging and cutting down as many as you can. They kind of move to try and gang up on you. You Rain this go. Oh.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could I have rope?
What?
Could I have been with him as he was charging forward?
Yeah. You take 13 damage after
Yeah.
armor, and you are what is your size?
My size is 16.
So it's not double. You need to make a horsemanship roll.
Okay. I'm just marking my HP loss. And I'm still impassioned, so
Yep. You managed to, despite all odds, you almost get in horse. They're kind of working together to try and pull you off, and they're
Right.
pull you off the horse. Just to finish that statement, and then they're trying to stab you. You feel an axe hit you, and there's blood that comes out right away. That'll happen over.
I'm still in reasonably good shape though.
2 different wounds for purposes of first aid. 2 separate wounds that get you. So an axe and a tip of a spear managed to jab at your other side. But you stay up, and you're not in a state of glory that round, my friend. But you are up, and so okay. That brings us to, we will go to Next lowest on the chart will be Rune. Rune, you had a success.
Yep. I want to be. I think this time around, I want to be next to Rain. I want to make sure that he's okay. I want to make sure that he has slighted me, but I do not keep it to heart.
You see one of the Saxons is just about to like try and run Rain through, and you position yourself, and he turns and looks at you. He's got a sword in his hand, and he's got a sword and a shield, so he fights like a lot more like what you do. He's also got chainmail. And he turns. The one thing he is not is on a horse, so you do have that advantage.
Yeah, so I like right in, block his hit, and go like, you're mine.
Okay, are you impassioned?
I have not impassioned yet. No.
Okay. Okay. Whenever you're ready, sir, I'll take your attack.
Can I impassion now though?
Yep.
I'm gonna impassion Swords of Nanteleod. I'm trying to protect Sir Rain here.
Have you used that one yet?
I have not.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't impassioned at all.
Okay, perfect. Then yes, you may.
Nice.
So he's trying to get into Rain.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should. Would I have been fighting with my spear at this point, or we have been like too?
Hey,
Think,
Sargana
like,
and friends, welcome in. Sorry to cut you off,
Hey.
Rune.
My
The
bad,
answer
no.
is until now, yes. But you can always switch now. Be no
Like
problem.
we've been too thick into it. Yeah, I'd say that at this point, Rune has his sword out, and he's going to go at him with a sword. That's plus 10 because he's on the horse. Right?
Yeah, +5 for the horse, and then +5 for your passion. Yep. Oh, nice. He cannot beat that.
Got him.
Actually, yes, again.
Well, he was the
No, he can't. No, he can't. He can't do it.
He can't do it.
He can't do it.
He can crit. But
He won't.
no, he can't. It's 18 +5 -5. So no, he can't. So no, you get him. He does have a shield.
Amen.
But you roll your damage, you roll crit on top of it.
Good. So that's damage plus 4d6, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Not bad, not bad. 35 damage to Aceman. He gets -16 from that. It's 19 still that goes through. His hit points are 36. So 19 out of 36. 17 remaining. He passes that, so he still remains. But we see if he falls in, now we see if he falls over.
Yada.
He stays up, but he's not your foe. Like he managed to he gets wounded and he kind of falls back, like slinks backwards into the other. So you may run into him again. We'll find out. But you're gonna get for that encounter, you get 18. Oh, you didn't down him. You did hit him. You will get 10 glory for that.
Fair enough.
It was rather successful, and you just saved Rain from another deadly strike. We move now to Collis with a 14. Collis,
Get him, bud.
2d100, sir. Oracle opportunity.
Nice.
90 and 31.
sounds good.
Okay. You see, Collis, what is your honor score, good sir? Before I give you this up.
Honor score is 18.
You see what seems to be some sort of Saxon that appears to be kind of like hyping them up, and you don't know what they are. You don't know a lot about Saxons and their culture, but whatever it is, they give this guy great reverence, and he's like in robes rather than armor. He's got strange paint on him, and he seems to be shouting things, and the men around him appear to be kind of like almost going like, some of them are like foaming at the mouth. They're going crazy. You might factor him as some sort of sorcerer or something. It's hard to really know, but you feel like you could run him down. It wouldn't be the most honorable thing to do, but doing so would definitely be utilitarian if it got some of these damn berserkers to like lose their focus, you know. Specifically because whatever he's doing, it seems to be inciting like a fear of, or a sense of confidence in them.
I mean, Mr. Collis does have a lot of honor, but then again, he doesn't like Saxons either. Let me see.
Do you want to test the two against each other? 8
yeah,
Saxon versus
8 Saxons.
Okay, so here's the thing. You may choose to pass up the opportunity, and you'll get a tick on your honor, or you can attempt to impassion yourself with Saxons, at which if you succeed, you'll be able to cut him down at no loss of honor. If you decide to cut him down without hate Saxons impassioned, you will lose a point of honor.
I'll still try it.
Okay, hate Saxons attempt, or?
Hate Saxons attempt.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay. You succeeded, that's what you wanted. So now all we need is a weapon strike +5.
Do I also get being on a horse or no?
Yeah, he's charging in, right?
You're not charging. There's no room to charge, but yeah. Actually, with you there was, isn't there? You're just coming in now. So yes,
Yeah.
I still say no. We remove the charge bonus, but yes, you're on top of a horse.
Okay.
This is an open battlefield, so charging isn't really a thing. But. And fumble. Okay.
Toast.
So roll all of your damage. You can't roll horse damage if you use a sword, but you can do crit. Okay. And then he has to make a dex roll here. He doesn't, so he takes another 4d6. You knock him over. As you cut him, he's like, oh, and he falls and he kind of like stumbles forward, and he's, you know, how they set up the pikes outward for the cavalry. He lands right on one, and like catches himself like right in the chest, like almost at the neck. He's just completely impaled on it.
That's
all right.
not a bad way.
All right. Your sense of honor remains because these are Saxons. If you failed that roll and still cut him down that way, you'd be losing a point of honor. You will take, because technically he's a threat on the battlefield. So that was a 4 you rolled, yes? No. What was your roll?
The battle roll?
Yeah.
14.
14, okay. That makes way more sense. Okay, You get 20 glory for that.
Nice.
All right, and a 20 for you, Whittier.
Yes.
Okay.
Be at a dangerous one because I'm not on my horse.
You who's in here that matters to you? This needs to matter to you.
Who's in the battle that matters to me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a great relationship with most of the NPCs. Well, there's the king. There is all the sorts of Nanteleod, and there is Sir Cadwigan, who is my squire guy. That's pretty much all I can think of. Yeah, guy squire too. Yeah.
Okay, this is a heroic opportunity though. So, you see an opportunity to fight one of the Gwesi, one of the few cavalrymen that they have. You see him kind of cut down 1 versus 1 over like a few minutes you're watching him. You see him cut down one knight of Nanteleod, then another. He then turns to you, has the advantage with you.
I don't suppose with my crit battle I could have gotten back on my horse. Or
No.
roll a squire?
You are not... No, I don't think so. Not with a heroic opportunity here, yeah. That's kind of a condition of that heroic opportunity. So, the heroic opportunities will get more difficult to claim each time if you keep rolling them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Alright. Then I shall fight the man.
Okay. All right. We will give him a mercenary knight. No, we'll give him a knight of. I'll roll like one of Elaine's knights, and then what we'll do is we're gonna give him +5 to his primary weapon skill, whatever that roll may be.
Maybe less horsemanship because I suck.
So you're fighting a sword 23. Wait, 22. Sword 22.
Yeah. But he's only a little guy.
Yep.
But he has a height bonus.
He does. His name's not Cass, by the way. That's a Kimmery name. So.
Yeah. Cass Wayne something.
Yeah. Castle Wolf or something.
Yeah.
Castle with.
I'm tempted to go for an uncontrolled attack and just let him hit me. Because he's just a little guy. You know?
It's true.
Okay.
And I am reckless. This is a heroic opportunity.
Up to you, good sir.
Look, it's dumb, but we're going to do it anyway. So, yeah. Give me uncontrolled attack so he can attack me first and then I'll fuck him up.
1 second.
I think I just like jump really high and just like try and decapitate him in one blow, you know?
Oh, that didn't work. Why didn't it work?
Yeah. Every bracket.
Oh, he doesn't succeed.
No.
That's good for you.
Yeah.
That is good for you.
Yeah.
So that'll be a +7 to his roll. For the height
7?
advantage. 2 + 5 for height.
Oh, right. Sorry, because of the 22. Yeah, I get you.
Oh no.
He's got him. That's all right. I don't think he can kill me.
It's only
I think it's
46, right?
Yeah.
For normal, 12 + 12
Yeah.
is a 24. What is that? It's a 46, right?
Pretty
Base
sure
damage?
I'll double. Just double check to make sure. 12. Damage. Yes, that's 4.
Yeah. I'm just gonna roll 8d6. We'll give it all in one go.
Get it.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
Only 8.
Yep.
What is that? Shoot. 35. Right.
Will be a knockdown though. So you
Oh
need to
yeah,
make-
true. Oh, I'm gonna roll dex because I'm not on a horse. That makes it worse. Like, he could knock me over. What's mine? Rolling a +5. Whew.
Okay.
Got him.
You managed to stay up.
But now I'm sword at +5 for passion, +10 for uncontrolled, -5 for height, so +10 total.
Yeah.
Got him.
Oh
All
boy.
right.
And then it's 6 + 4 is 10. Yeah, that's right.
And he falls. Dead.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's just
That
3 4s. No, 4 4s.
35
that's all right.
glory, sir. All right. Now for damage. I want all of you guys to roll your own damage here. Drax, you're rolling 7d6. Rune, 66. Collis, 5d6. And Gwydir, 4d6.
16, I think.
Okay, Rune, you take 3 points. Rain,
9.
you take 9. How you doing, bud?
I'm all right.
So
At about half.
for the purposes of people that let's see, Rune, you took 3 over 3 separate strikes, so like barely anything got through. Rain, same thing, so you're not risking like it's not a major wound. Those aren't coming from the same
Right,
same
more
blow.
wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep track of the wounds I
Multiply.
give you guys, because those
Yep.
can be extra Squire tests, right? So
Yeah, I'm up to 5 separate wounds at this point.
I'm up to 4 separate rooms.
And I'm slightly under half health at this point.
Okay.
Not easy. I'm just...
Or slightly above a third left, I mean.
all right.
So. One bad round and I'm in trouble.
So we've had Yampa roll and we've had Drax roll for an Nanteleod. Who wants to roll this round? 1d20 plus 2.
I'll roll it.
Yeah, get him, bud.
Get him!
Show him how it's done.
Show them how
Yes.
That's how it's done.
That's how it's
Yeah!
done. General Wingard.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Crunched.
All right. This is where the tides turn, my friend. This means that though you're heavily engaged, you're on the winning side, which means the basic dice damage go down and more opportunities are available. Or actually, opportunities are the same, but the basic dice damage go down. Glory also goes down a little bit because you don't require the heroics in order to get the job done. So it's like the prudent equivalent. But more importantly, it means the tides of battle have changed. With that, is everyone staying heavily engaged? You here to finish the job?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yes.
Okay. Battle
Yeah,
rolls
if
from
anything-
everybody.
I'm gonna say, if anything, Rain's fighting even harder.
Oh,
too.
God.
Intensity is moved up to 14. If that comes up, it has yet to come up so far, but that's okay.
That'll come
I'm
out. I'm not even going to. Should I? I probably should, but I'm not going to. I should have.
I will roll honor.
I'm gonna try to impassion, but this is probably gonna bite me in the ass. It has all night.
It's got a.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
I'm gonna go
Alright.
honor. It's a matter of honor that he finishes this battle strongly in fighting from the first.
Okay.
Man,
And I passed my.
is there
battle
anybody
line.
who is luckier so far in this game than me? Touch wood.
Honestly,
No, it's
no one.
definitely you. You are crazy.
Honestly, you will lead that shit.
Yeah.
Right now.
So I think Whittier, to explain why you are on foot, it's because that first heroic opportunity meant you had to give your horse to the squire, and the squire is not going to stay in the thick of things right with you, right? So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I dove into the middle of like a Saxon nest.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I'll wait out here.
yeah,
Am I mounted now, or am I still unmounted?
you're still unmounted. You would have to spend it. You'd have to spend a turn going into another scenario for that. So.
Nah, he's cool with that. He's happy to be on the foot. He loves the glory of it. In his mind, he's getting extra glory because he's.
It's like Lancelot doing that, right? Like it's like you're diving in. You're going for Lancelot mode. It comes high risk, high reward. That's how it works. Okay, so Rune, just to get these numbers right, Rune, you had a failure. And then what was everyone else's battle score?
14.
I had an 8.
I had a 3.
Yeah, I passed with a 14.
Okay, we'll start with the failure. Rune, you are facing an encounter. Raidbur with a great spear, so he does negate his penalty against you.
Sucks.
Did you
Sucks, that
impassion?
sucks. I have not impassion for this round now.
Okay. When you are ready, good sir.
Can I impassion right now?
Yep.
I think
Why
I
don't you
already
impassion
rolled.
before your battle roll rather than after?
I haven't impassioned with anything. I impassioned. The last thing I impassioned was with Loyalty Lord. I don't want to impassion with Swords of Nanteleod because it will be cheating. I'm going to impassion with Honor. I'm going to try to.
Wow.
Look at that.
You have a 20 honor, my friend.
Wow, congratulations.
Congratulations.
You have two 20s now, right?
I have a 20 on Honor and 21 on Love Swords of Nanteleod.
I love when I get to fuck with someone having both. So, welcome to competing high intensity passions, man.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
You get a plus 10 now, and you don't get a mounted bonus. Or actually, you still get the mounted bonus, but he doesn't get the penalty.
So technically, I'm fighting with my sword, right? Because I will roll sword with a plus 10.
Nice.
Okay. All right. You crit your foe. Let's see if you kill Raidbur. Roll your sword damage and then crit damage.
What damage is that? So my crit damage is 46. Nope. 46.
It's good. It's a pretty decent roll. 37. His size is not so good.
No,
his con is good though. Got 29 hit. Ooh. So 37. What's he? He got a great spear. So all he's got is 5. So 32 damage. He's dead.
Yeah, outright.
Yeah.
Roasted.
Nice.
All right. Good job. You get 12 glory for killing this foe. And if you want to roll 5d6 for damage, that is what you take in the Tides of Battle.
How much?
5d6. And then we reduce it with your armor. So whatever you roll,
5d6
minus 16. So you take 2 damage over 2 attacks. So
that's okay. I'm supposed to be up with 6 ones.
these are probably like arrows that just barely stick in, things like that, or javelin. Okay. So we have dealt with that. We go. Who rolled 3?
That was me.
Yeah.
Carlos.
Okay. You have an encounter as well. Siegbrut. All right. Are you impassioned?
I am not.
He is fighting with a sword. He has a shield, but he's not on mount.
Alright.
Nice.
Oh, that's really bad for him. Roll your damage or crit damage, and I'm going to add a penalty to his dex roll, and something bad's going to happen. So, well, bad roll, but it might not matter here. What was his dex? 10. Falls over. And gets trampled, so he just took 38 damage. He did have a shield, this guy. 22 damage. Size plus con. He's not... I guess I gotta check. So that leaves him with 11 damage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he crits. He stays up. But you're going to complete the... It's like a positive exchange. So you still get 10 glory from that. Yeah, make sure you tick your weapon skills that you used. You also get your 20 glory from critting sword. Don't forget that. Okay. That brings us to whoever rolled 7 and 9. That's you, Gwydir, yes? Trent?
Yep, I got 8.
All right. You're fighting a duel.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah.
More like a cool. Get it?
I want you to test Reckless for me. If you succeed at Reckless, you'll be fighting another Gwession horse.
Fair enough. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Even if you'd asked, I would have been like, yeah, give me the big fucking guy who's gonna keep the
For
shit.
sure.
Whittier, the horse reaver.
All right, so 17 plus 5. 22's on his spear.
He's actually tough.
Yeah.
15 and 16 is 31, so that's 5.
Are you impassioned, good sir? Or impassioned?
I already am. Yes. I'm
One
on-
sec.
it's already-
Okay.
As is he, it seems.
Yeah.
Now he has a very high crit chance. That's okay. Mine's decent. I've got a 25%. He's not the fighting defensively type.
No.
He's the he's the go for glory type. Yeah, cool. Then I shall roll sword. What am I rolling at? Plus 5 minus 5, so just flat. Do I want to do anything else? Is there anything else I can do? I'm not going to do any weird stuff. Just get a crit. It's really easy, guys. That's not great.
He didn't crit though. That's good.
Okay. That's pretty good.
15 and 16, I imagine that's a 5d6. It smells like a 5d6 damage. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
par with range. Yeah.
20 damage.
Ow. I'll roll dex.
And a dex roll. Okay, you stay up.
20 is 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a flesh wound.
You will not get any glory, obviously, because the duel continues on. Actually, you'll get half that. Oh no, you lost the round, lost the trade. So 0 glory for that. Roll 4d6 for damage for me, good sir, for collateral damage.
Ah.
2 more. Okay.
Cool.
That brings us to... Wait, no. Rain didn't get the highest roll on a battle,
I did.
he? Oh my god.
I did, yeah.
That's
yeah,
a-
14 out of 17, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You two are fighting one of these cavalrymen.
Great.
Great.
At least I'm still on my horse. So.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, what the fuck am I
Dylan,
gonna
you
find?
son of a bitch. For the extra 75 glory, his name's not Dylan.
Doubt.
Are you impassioned?
I am. With loyalty, Lord.
Okay. When you are ready, good sir,
What's he? Is he with a spear?
yes, he's with a spear. That's correct.
Okay. All right. Well, it's gonna be some spear combat then. I think. He'll have reach
No,
at the end,
incorrect.
right?
He has a sword.
He does.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, his
I'll go
high,
sword
whatever
sword
his
then.
highest skill is what he's fighting with. So,
All right, we're going
Yeah.
sword then. Alrighty, let's roll this and see how this goes. So I'll have my passion bonus to. That was terrible.
oh, he rolled less.
I won though. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be actual sword damage.
Yeah,
We
the sword.
charging at this point. Yeah.
No, there's no charge bonus anyways.
Right.
There's no horse damage
Yeah,
on sword. Yep.
Right. Damage would be 16.
So, oh, you get a +2.
Yeah, for Religious Night, yeah.
Okay. It's technically only a 14 size, so he does have to roll.
Yeah, he's only slightly smaller than Rain is.
He stays up, so it's like
Yeah.
you're like ready to because you rolled a duel as well, so you're ready to face this guy down, and you hear the horns of retreat, and then you hear in response other horns. Make a battle test +5, all of you, to understand what that means.
Does my passion count on that too? Or just the base 5? Or is the round basically?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Your passion, you're still active for this one. Yep.
Alright.
+5 battle. Everyone succeed? Ooh, wait, just you?
Yep.
Okay. All of you know the horns that sound from Nanteleod's side. It's to hold, not to continue fighting. Which you find weird. Why not rout the enemy? Why not try to send them away?
Right.
Right?
Rain basically doesn't pursue. He's actually impassioned right now with Loyalty Lord. So.
Oh, good ear.
And,
Lucky
and-
that
and
Reckless
he-
is chained by your loyalty lord. Yeah.
yeah. And I am a knight in service too, so it's yeah.
Hold, men! The battle's won! Should we have been rolling battle for like our squads or whatever if we're banner
I
of
don't want to roll.
I don't want to roll. You don't
I
have
don't
to.
wanna
honestly.
You don't have to roll. Yeah, if you like.
I want to keep pushing. I want Rune to keep pushing.
Oh, you're a maniac.
Oh,
I'm not
I
a
get-
maniac. I want Rune to keep pushing. This is his time to win his
Okay.
renown.
Meanwhile, Rain realizes that he's barely conscious.
I think with a crit of Loyalty Lord, if Rain is nearby, if Rune is nearby, Gwydir will try and rein him back in. Because he, it was Rune's words that inspired Gwydir to join the first charge in the first place, and he's pretty happy with that decision. But I
I'd
think
normally say yes, but I think with the scattered mess that is this fight, like you guys have never you guys haven't interacted since the first charge. I think you kind of turn and you see Rune and some of his bannered knights follow him.
I'm not on my horse either, so it's probably mistake.
And like for the remaining of you who stay behind, you hear Nanteleod as he kind of rides into the walls and the trumpet sound of victory. He says, "We've liberated Levkamagus, but we don't stop our fight here. We march for Hartford."
Yes. Yes.
And with that, we will we'll go ahead and call it a session, guys. I hope you had fun. I know it was a little slow at first. I think the slow was really important, though. I hope you enjoyed the bit of intrigue there. Anything you guys want to add before we call her?
No. We're sorry that Bert couldn't join us for this one, but we trust that you were busy defending Nanteleod this whole fight, so well done, you.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I will be I'll be the Duke of the Beckenad.
Yeah, whatever.
Ray needs a medic.
Medic, I need a medic. Okay, if you are here for the first time, since I know we have some raiders, Dargana, good friend, thank you again for the raid. If you're here, we do a lot of Pendragon on the stream, but we do some other stuff, Vampire, and occasionally some other stuff. If you're interested, please appreciate the like and follow. We're going to go ahead and raid out and pass on the love to the next person. I see someone doing Myth of something or other, so let's do that.
I love Myth.
Myth of Hekene? Whatever that is. Looks like
Sounds
there's
like
some
some
cool
vampire.
art. Nope, not at all. Looks very fantasy. We will raid them once. 3, 2, 1. We'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take it easy, guys. Love ya.